In the winter of 1980, a man was sleeping inside a car with his young son, not because they were on a road trip. Because they had nowhere else to go. He had $2.50 to his name. It was Christmas week. That man had already been rejected by his own mother as a child, placed in foster care, dropped out of college twice, fired from job after job, and divorced, all before the age of 35. And just 2 years after sleeping in that car, he would launch a hair care company out of his apartment with $700, and a product that every single professional salon in America had already told him they didn't want. That company would go on to be worth over $1 billion. His name is John Paul DeJoria. And this is the story of a man who was rejected so many times that rejection stopped meaning anything to him, and that is exactly when he became unstoppable. John Paul DeJoria was born in Los Angeles in 1944. His parents separated when he was 2. By the time he was 9, his mother could no longer care for him and his brother, and placed them both in foster care. He sold Christmas cards door to door at age 9 just to help the family. He sold newspapers on street corners at 10, not for pocket money, for survival money. As a teenager, he joined a street gang just to feel like he belonged somewhere. He joined the Navy to get out, and when he came back, he drifted from job to job, relationship to relationship, a man who was always working, always trying, and somehow always ending up with nothing. He eventually found work in the hair care industry, not as a stylist, not as an executive, but as a door-to-door salesman selling hair products to salons. He was good at it. Really good. He learned the industry from the ground up, what salon owners wanted, what customers complained about, what no product on the market was actually solving. He had an idea for a shampoo that would genuinely work better than anything else. So he partnered with a hairstylist named Paul Mitchell, and together they decided to build it themselves. The problem was, they had almost nothing to build it with. John Paul Mitchell Systems launched in 1980 with exactly $700 borrowed money. They couldn't afford proper labels for their bottles, so they printed them in black and white, because color printing cost too much. That low-budget design, which they chose out of desperation, accidentally became one of the most iconic, recognizable looks in the entire beauty industry. But before any of that recognition came the rejection. John Paul went door to door, salon to salon, with his black and white bottles, and almost every single salon owner told him no. Some laughed. Some said the product looked cheap. Some said they were already happy with the brands they had. He heard the word no so many times in those first months that he started keeping count. His record in a single day was over 100 rejections, and this is when we come back to that car. The business was not yet making enough to pay his rent. He lost his apartment. With his young son John Anthony, he was sleeping in his car on the streets of Los Angeles in December 1980. He would drive his son to school every morning, then spend the day knocking on salon doors, and come back to the car at night. He told himself one thing every single morning: I will not quit today. Just today. I will not quit today. He said that every day for months. Then, slowly, something shifted. One salon owner said yes. Then, another. Word started spreading among stylists that this product actually performed better than what they'd been using for years. The black and white bottles, which had been a mark of poverty, started to look bold and different on shelves full of colorful packaging. John Paul didn't change his approach. He didn't hire a marketing team or take on investors. He just kept showing up. Every day. To every door, and the doors started opening. Within a decade, John Paul Mitchell Systems became one of the most successful professional hair care brands in the world, sold exclusively through salons, never through supermarkets, which kept the brand premium and the margins high. It generated hundreds of millions in revenue every year, and John Paul owned 100% of it. He never sold a single share, never took outside investment, never went public. He was a billionaire on his own terms. But then he did something almost no one in business ever does at the top of their game.